Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mit dem Frau How. Exactly. Hey, whoa, Andy. Hey, I got to go. Listen, I'm the host. I am Between Taorminas. Welcome to today's episode of Between Taorminas. We got Anthony Taormina, of course, Mr. Salvatore Taormina. Boys, good to see you again. We're back sitting down. I feel a little more comfortable, you know?
Yes,
Yeah?
I do.
You like it?
Yes, I do.
You know that you got pitchforks coming from your friends in Fort Wayne.
We'll get to that. And we're also going to get to a few things today. A little BCS talk. Michigan State, of course, predictably got screwed, you know. We're going to talk Lions, Sioux, discipline issues. We're going to talk a little NHL realignment, and we have our question of the day. Boys, let's get started with the BCS. First off, I don't go to State. I don't go to U of M. But I thought that was a great game, and I really feel I'm proud of the Spartans. You know what I mean? They represented Michigan well.
Well,
what do you guys think?
Well, Michigan State, they did represent the state well. They represented, the Big Ten, and, Wisconsin's a really good team, if you look at it, But it was just a tough way for Michigan State to lose and a tough way for the Big Ten championship game to end.
Absolutely.
But Michigan State played them. They played offensively. They played well. Defensively, a lot of it was Wisconsin, but some of it was Michigan State, making mistakes defensively.
Yeah.
You got to give props to Wisconsin for what they did. They, they took Michigan State to limit. Michigan State took Wisconsin limit. It was a really, really good game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It could have won either way, just like what happened in East Lansing.
Yep.
It took a Hail Mary. The Hail Mary ended up being a big play.
Right.
And, Wisconsin got the win. They deserved the win. They're in the Big Ten championship game. Michigan State made a couple of mistakes down,
They made some really great, amazing plays, though, as well.
That they did.
And I tell you what, I could watch those two teams play 3 more times this year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that every time they've played, it's been a classic so far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the better Big Ten rivalries.
And it's a great way to introduce the Big Ten championship game, Yeah. It's a great game to do it in. Boys, let's talk about the bowls a little bit. Michigan versus Virginia Tech in the Sugar Bowl. What's that all about?
First of all, the Sugar Bowl is probably the most stupidest people. Why would you pick Virginia Tech over Kansas State and Boise State? I mean, come on.
Baylor.
You got Baylor as well, but still, why would you pick Virginia Tech, a team that got blown out in the ACC championship game by Clemson? I mean, what in the world has this place gone to? But why would you take Virginia Tech? And also, I don't think Michigan deserves to be there. Because if you look at it, Michigan State beat Michigan by 2 touchdowns.
Well, you look at the BCS, 2 things they're about. Politics, money.
You got to reverse that.
Well.
Money, then politics.
Money and politics.
The fact of the matter is, the bowl system is a business decision. Okay. Aside from the Rose Bowl,
they claimed it was by a computer, but it's not by a computer. It's by dang elites. Dang elites.
Who's Daniel Leaks?
No, not Daniel Leaks. Dang elites.
Oh. Sorry.
If you look,
the BCS needs to be eliminated.
It
needs to go to a playoff format,
Absolutely.
much like the FCS. Big props to Chris Lum and Lehigh, and it needs to be like that format.
Oh, I agree. It's just if you look at it from that perspective. If you look at it, in my opinion, I do agree in the playoff format. They need to go to that. I don't know what playoff format it would be, but I would prefer a 16-team format. But if the 16-team format happened, if you look at the latest BCS standings, then Michigan State would not be
It
playing
wouldn't matter
there.
if we were talking about Michigan State or Michigan. The BCS as a whole needs to be eliminated.
I agree with you. Chris Peterson, Boise State's coach said that the BCS needs to go. And you know what? I am 100% with Chris Peterson that the BCS must go now.
And you know what? I think maybe this year will open a lot more people's eyes. You know what I mean?
I doubt it, seriously, very much, though.
Well, when you have the head coach of Boise State, who obviously they're not
He's
BCS.
been against the BCS for years.
Well, they're not BCS darlings, okay?
The BCS
but
always hates mid-major schools.
Boise State's coach has always been relatively quiet about issues, and now for him to speak out, how about Oklahoma State?
They got
screwed,
robbed.
too.
How about Oklahoma
Why
State?
would
Yeah.
you? Okay, look, Alabama. You know, Alabama. They're a good, worthy contender. You know,
Right,
but
right.
but if you look at it, Alabama played LSU.
Right.
They lost to LSU in Tuscaloosa. You know, I mean, like, and you're rewarding Alabama, a team who didn't play in their conference championship game. Come on.
What did Nick Saban say a few years ago?
I mean,
He said, if you don't win your conference, you don't
deserve to play.
Right.
And here's Alabama. They are playing in their conference championship game.
In the national
In the
championship.
national championship game because of what? A computer? Oklahoma State should deserve to be in
A
there.
computer, or should I say elites.
Right.
Oklahoma State should be in the championship game. It should be Oklahoma State versus LSU, not Alabama versus LSU.
It's about money. It's about politics. It's about high elite people of the NCAA.
Yep.
It's all it is.
Yep.
Just greed. Just politics and a corporation. And you said it right. It's a business.
Well, you know what? We'll see. Maybe one day they'll go to the playoff system. Baby steps at first. The bowl system's never going to go away.
No, it's
If they
not.
can develop even an 8-team playoff next year, it'd
And
be
it's
marvelous.
not even right that
I
Michigan
can-
State's in the Outback Bowl.
No.
It
It is
can
wrong.
See,
Right.
I can just see like a playoff. I can see other teams go to the bowl games, but also maybe 8 or 16 team playoff.
Yeah, that'd be great. When we get back, we're going to talk a little Lions. Hopefully, the Jets are cooled a little bit, and we'll get to some worthy discussion here on ONTV.
Did you know that you can watch ONTV on the web? How cool is that? Just surf on over to www.orionontv.org to watch your favorite on-TV show. A service of Orion Neighborhood Television.
Orion Neighborhood Television has been your community connection for the last 20 years. From local concerts and sports to resident-made original programming, we are the voice of Lake Orion. Featuring a large professional studio, ONTV can provide you with the tools you need to make a quality program. Our staff is knowledgeable, friendly, and eager to help with your program success. Your voice, your community, on TV.
Can ONTV really be a part of Orion's history? Can a 100-year-old school be moved and preserved?
ONTV, a part of Orion's history since 1986.
All right, welcome back to Between Taorminas. You boys doing all right?
Hanging in there.
Fired up?
Super.
Can't wait till we talk NHL. All right, listen, for now, though, we're going to do some Lions talk. Another national TV game. Another very disappointing game.
How about the word humiliation best describes it? How about embarrassing, humiliation, unbelievable?
How about penalty? Does the referees have it against the Lions this year? I mean, like,
Yes.
they're fourth in the league in penalties. I mean, like, it's not.
Well,
You
here,
know,
here it
and a
is.
lot of,
Well, they've
now
been
I've been hearing
consistent
people
in terms
saying
of
that,
penalties.
and I've been hearing people say that Jim Schwartz has lost control of the Lions. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
This team is virtually playing the Lions' image right now. You know, like playing to Jim Schwartz's potential.
Dave, you know, they've been just consistent. You know, in terms of the penalties,
Yeah.
you know, they've been one of the least disciplined teams in the NFL.
And it kind of came to a head against New Orleans with all the personal foul calls.
Well, yeah, but you also, you know, New Orleans is a tough place to play. They're undefeated at home. They're, you know, they've got
It
one
doesn't
of the best
warrant
quarterbacks.
hitting a ref or smacking a guy in the face, though, in
wouldn't
front of a
mind.
ref. Can't do it.
No,
Can't
I
do
Well,
it.
you
would say
can't
that,
smack
but-
a ref. Well, that's under. I mean, like, you know, but if you look at it, the Lions' defense they looked at times they looked fine, but they looked
The second half, they
the
looked all
second
right.
half they looked fine, but the first half can't explain it.
Ian,
That's
bottom
been-
line, the Lions had their chances to win that game.
I think they did.
They had their chances to win that game at New Orleans. You know, New Orleans seemed beat. The Lions were down, I believe, with a
They were down 7 with the ball
Yeah.
in the early fourth quarter.
yeah.
And
they
all
had their chances.
And all this, and the Lions are still in the playoff race.
Well, the Lions got a gift from the Giants,
The
from
Giants.
the Cowboys,
Yep,
from
Cowboys,
the Bears,
yep, from the Bears,
from the
all of them
Falcons.
losing.
uh,
All of them
lost.
losing.
Yep. So now there's a really good opportunity because they play Minnesota at home.
Yeah, they gotta win that game.
They got to win that game.
They've got to win. Then they got Oakland out in Oakland. Okay,
That'll
is.
not be an easy game.
I think
But
it's
it's
a game they
winnable,
can win.
though.
I think it's a game they can win.
It's a winnable game, though.
San Diego,
Sue will be
San
back for
Diego
that
can be
game.
really interesting because if you look at it, San Diego's gonna be an interesting game because you know everybody knows about San Diego. San Diego's a team that
They can be very good,
They can be good, but they can just be dang awful.
yeah.
and they've pretty much been dang awful this whole year.
And just-
But they could turn it on.
But the question is, what
They did
what
Monday Night
Sue
Football.
are we going to see? I mean, you heard about the accident, right?
Absolutely.
The accident. I mean, now that it looks like it's not an accident, and it's, you know, they had to revamp the police report.
Right. Well, you had some people come out that said they were in the car and eyewitnesses on the side of the road.
Yeah, but can you question their credibility?
I question Sue's
I question Sue's
explanation
credibility.
because
Yeah.
after he stomped the guy, what he said really was mind-boggling. Like he was trying to get away. He was-
It's like, you know,
know what I
somebody's got to sit Sue down and just talk to them about these issues. Because,
Right.
like, if you look at it from that perspective, I think there's a huge problem with the Domicong Sue.
I wonder if the suspension is affecting him a lot more than what we are seeing. I think the way